Peace and blessings, family. Welcome back to the channel. This is devotions for August 18th, and we will be in Luke 7, verse 47. Logic and love. I tell you, her sins, and they are many, have been forgiven. So she has shown much love. But a person who is forgiven little shows only little love. Love can be quite illogical. It has its own set of rules that are more emotional than rational, and logic can be decidedly unloving. Built on a major and minor premises and arriving at incontrovertible conclusions, logic can easily lose sight of human beings and their needs. Take as an example the dinner party at Simon the Pharisee's house where Jesus was a guest of honor. A woman of unsavory reputation, an immoral woman, says Luke 7 verse 37, unwelcome in such company, joined the party, a custom allowed, and embarrassed the guest by weeping over Jesus' feet as he reclined at the table, anointing his feet with expensive perfume and kissing and drying them with her hair. This was where Simon's logic took over. Major premise: real prophets have nothing to do with sinful women. Minor premise: Jesus is allowing this woman to touch and caress him. Conclusion: this proves that Jesus is no prophet. 7 verse 39. The obvious passion in woman's behavior, unrestrained expression of adoration and respect, and her heartfelt tears of sorrow and joy. All these left Simon the Pharisee cold. Logic triumphed over love in his heart. Jesus, with the benefit of laser insight, read Simon's mind and answered his thoughts. In verse 40, much to Simon's chagrin, subtly and masterfully, Jesus got Simon to agree that in case where one person is forgiven much and another little, it is not unusual to find that one forgiven is most appreciative. Simon's logical mind could handle that with ease. But what he couldn't handle was the application Jesus made. Jesus pointed out to Simon that the woman's behavior, which Simon found so distasteful, was in fact much more appropriate than the cold, heartless welcome, lacking even common courtesy, that Jesus had received from Simon in chapter 7, verse 43 and 46. But Jesus was not commenting on social grace or even on their lack. He was speaking about the issue of love. Jesus saw the difference between Simon's behavior and the woman's as a matter of love, and a special kind of love at that. It is the love that comes from the knowledge of forgiveness. Simon knew nothing of this because he recognized nothing of his own need. His logic no doubt kept him insulated from guilt and therefore isolated from grace. But the woman, who was neither insulated from guilt nor isolated from grace, relied only on her experience of forgiveness. Overwhelmed with gratitude, she showed her love extravagantly, beautifully, and illogically. Men don't need to get in touch with their feminine side to experience and express Christ's love. They just need to think logically about Jesus and his grace and let their reciprocal love show. To their surprise, they might find their expression of love defying their masculine logic. With that being said, that concludes August 18th devotion. God bless.